In a small, sun-kissed village nestled between the rolling hills and a peaceful river, there lived four childhood friends who had known each other for as long as they could remember. Their names were Aiden, Emily, Lucas, and Maya. They had grown up together, playing in the meadows, running through the forests, and sharing secrets in the warmth of the village's golden sunsets. Their bond was unbreakable, as if they were woven together by the very threads of time itself. Aiden, the eldest, was known for his calm demeanor and thoughtful nature. He was the kind of friend who always had a word of encouragement when things went wrong. Emily, the spirited one, was full of energy and always ready to lend a hand or a joke to lighten the mood. Lucas, quieter than the rest, had a heart as big as the mountains surrounding their village. And Maya, the youngest, was fiercely intelligent, always reading books or making plans for their next adventure. One winter, when the village was blanketed by a thick layer of snow, the friends found themselves facing a challenge that would test the strength of their loyalty and friendship. It all began one cold morning when the villagers woke up to find that the river, which had always been their lifeline for trade and water, had flooded its banks. The water had risen so high that it had destroyed the main bridge that connected the village to the outside world. With the bridge destroyed, the village was isolated, and the people knew that they would soon run out of supplies. Panic swept through the streets as rumors spread that it would be weeks, if not months, before the river could be crossed again. Aiden, Emily, Lucas, and Maya gathered at their usual meeting spot in the woods, a place where they had spent countless hours over the years. They sat on a fallen log, huddling together for warmth, their faces drawn with concern. They knew that the situation was dire, but they also knew that they had to act quickly if they were to help their village. "We need to rebuild the bridge," Aiden said, his voice steady but filled with urgency. "Without it, the village is in trouble. We can't wait for the river to calm down. We need to find a way to cross it." Emily's eyes lit up. "We could gather materials from the forest. Wood, stones, anything we can find. Maybe we can create a temporary bridge to help us cross while we wait for the river to settle." "It's a huge task," Lucas said softly. "The river's current is strong, and even if we do manage to build something, it might not hold." Maya, ever the strategist, frowned as she considered their options. "We'll need more than just materials. We'll need people too. If we do this, we can't do it alone. We need to bring the entire village together." The friends spent the next few hours planning. They agreed that the only way to rebuild the bridge was with the collective effort of the whole village, and they set out immediately to gather the townspeople. The days that followed were long and grueling. The village worked tirelessly, hauling materials from the forest, cutting wood, and assembling stones. Aiden, as always, was the calm leader, making sure that everyone knew their tasks. Emily, with her infectious energy, kept spirits high, even when the work seemed endless. Lucas, though quiet, was a steady hand, helping with the heaviest loads and making sure the work was done carefully. Maya, with her sharp mind, devised a plan that would hold the bridge together, using the village's limited resources in the most efficient way possible. But as the days wore on, the strain of the task began to wear on them. There were moments of doubt, times when it seemed as though the project might be impossible. One evening, as the cold wind howled through the trees, Aiden pulled the group aside. He could see the exhaustion on their faces. "Are we sure this is going to work?" Emily asked, her voice laced with concern. "The current is stronger than we thought. What if the bridge doesn't hold?" Lucas looked at the river, his face thoughtful. "What if we're risking too much? What if something happens and we're not able to get back home?" Maya, ever pragmatic, nodded. "We've put everything into this, but I think we need to prepare for the worst, just in case." Aiden looked at each of his friends. "We've come this far, and we can't give up now. The village is counting on us. I know it's hard, but we've never backed down from anything before. We've always been there for each other." Emily smiled at him, her confidence returning. "You're right, we can't stop now. We'll finish this together no matter what." Lucas nodded, his expression softening. "Together." Maya, though still anxious, gave a small nod. "Let's make it work." The following days were filled with renewed determination. The work continued, and as they neared the final stages of the bridge, something unexpected happened. The floodwaters began to recede, and the current grew less fierce. The bridge was ready just in time. As the last plank was laid, the village gathered together to celebrate the triumph of their collective effort. The first person to cross the bridge was Aiden, who had led them through the journey. He stood at the edge looking back at his friends. His heart swelled with pride as they crossed behind him, one by one. The bridge stood strong, a testament to their hard work and their loyalty to one another. But there was something more than the bridge that held them together. It was the knowledge that no matter what challenges they faced, they would always have each other. The journey had tested their resolve, their strength, and their friendship. But it had also proven something deeper, that true loyalty is not just about being there in the easy times, but about standing by each other when the world feels uncertain. As they crossed the bridge one last time, Lucas turned to Maya, smiling. "You know, I think we make a pretty good team." Maya grinned. "I think we're more than just a team. We're family." And so the four friends stood together, knowing that their bond would carry them through whatever lay ahead. In the heart of that small village, where the river flowed and the trees whispered ancient tales, their friendship remained as enduring and steadfast as the bridge they had built together.